was Gran. Next to her grew a much smaller tree, as were most of the other trees in the forest. But this tree was also crooked and not very strong. Her name was Plain.
Ha ha ha! I know the owner of this forest is saving me for something special. I'm going to be made into a cherry for the emperor because of my strong limbs.
You're so lucky that you're strong and tall.
Yeah, except for these pesky ants crawling up and down my trunk. Say, you're way down there and your branches are crooked. How about take some of these ants off of me?
I would if I could, Gran. Do you think they can at least make me into wheels for a chariot? And we could be partners working for the emperor?
Wheels? You're not even suitable for a peg. You're so small and brittle.
I am not either. You just can't say it, but I know I am strong inside. I just hope they can at least make me into a stool for the people who think you after you become a chariot. But for now, I'm happy with whatever they use me for. I hope we can still be friends.
Oh, you're my friend. But when I'm famous, don't blame me if I can't remember you. But if you become a stool, we can still be friends part of the time.
And the days passed, all the while Gran waving her branches in the breeze, while Plain just stood there, waiting for what seemed like an eternity. Then one day, the owner of the forest came along with a soldier and a carpenter. The owner walked right up to Gran and pointed at her.
How about this fine-looking tree? Oh yes, this tree appears strong and mature, perfect for the other tree. Chop it down into a crisp house.
Do they get out of the leftovers to make a barn?
Forget it, poor man. This tree is really for the answers use. There won't be any leftovers. Certainly none to a beggar like you. There are plenty of other trees in the forest. How about this one?
I suppose I'll go ahead and chop it down.
With that, the carpenter, the soldier, and the owner of the forest left. A few days later, both trees were chopped down and taken away. Gran was indeed made into a sturdy chair. She became old and rickety, and before long was dismantled and her pieces taken to be stored in a small barn. Later, a carpenter used the pieces to make some wooden bowls and troughs for feeding the animals.
Plain, is that you?
Yes, it is. Amazing. After all these years, it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
What are you playing, Shaw?
Or you playing a trap? Ha ha ha!
In case you didn't notice, you were also a cop, so don't act.
Yeah, I know, but I was famous, you know. Such and grace. And I sure thought well and now look what they did to me.
At least I had some good
At
memories.
least I have some good memories.
What are you, a display sample?
Or you a display sample?
No, I'm a real trough. I was just too small to feed the animals. But some of my trunk was used to build some of these barn walls.
That's it? A trough and barn walls? How sad.
As they were talking, a young couple came into the barn. The woman looked like she was going to have a baby and seemed to be in pain. Her husband laid down some cloths next to Gran and Plain to make a place to lie down. Then he looked at Plain and picked her up and placed her next to his wife. Then he carefully dusted her off and made her into a crib. A few hours passed and Plain could feel the warmth of a newborn baby.